Zatch Bell 2, let's begin. Chapter 20. Alright. So, it's been a while since you did one of these, so we'll get at it again and see how this goes here. Let's go. Shigano Reisu! And he just kills him. Hey, you battled well, brother. I'm sure I could fight like that. Then I wouldn't be fighting to lose. I'd be the one who gets to win. And that's why I think we ought to call it quits for today. Gamu, let's go. It's not like you're going to be able to generate much power anyway with that big hole in your stomach, right? Till next time. If only Tio were here with us, she could have healed you up right away. The girl with the red hair, right? How's she been? Oh no, she's doing well. There were a lot of severely ill patients who needed her help. There were a lot of severely ill patients who needed her help back at the Demon World, so she couldn't join us yet. I'm afraid you'll have to settle for medical care this time round. Of course, but is this the situation in Demon World really that dire? Yeah, it's dire, all right. Many demons have already lost their lives over it. I can't read today. The enemy did say that Brago wound up dead somehow. We really must have our work cut out for us. He won't even look me in the eye. I get the feeling Brago won't be telling me about the circumstances that led to his death. I probably shouldn't pry. It's been quite a while, and I'd love to catch up on old times, but we have to move on to the next person on our list. There are more human partners being targeted. Please stay alert, Sherry. Is it alright if we exchange phone numbers? Certainly. Got it. If you need anything else, feel free to give me a call. Kiyomaru, we're good to go. I've got a jet waiting for us at the airport. Sherry, I can give you a little to the hospital if you'd like. Thank you, but I'm okay. The hospital I'm familiar with isn't too far from here and I won't need transportation. An ambulance is on the way. So, who are you planning on seeing next? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Dr. Riddles. Ooh, alright. That's a good one. Oh, bye everybody. See you later. Alright, let's get her into the back. Sherry, I was shocked when I saw your email. What do you mean you're injured? Papa. You're not hurt too badly, are you? You're gonna be fine, right? What about the kids? Are they okay? Doomp. Alright, so they stand up there. And just where have you been, Papa? What? It's Saturday, so the business was closed all day. What have you been up to while Mama was risking her life to protect all of us? You were busy cheating on Mama with another woman, weren't you? How the hell did he find out? Nicholas, where do you get the nerve to talk to your father that... Oh, he just broke his car. What the hell were you? Where the hell were you? And what were you doing there? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Cherry. Pay it no mind, please. Just get her on board. Come on, right? Oh. There's not much I could do to help you from here. Wee woo, wee woo. We've got to Sherry in the nick of time. Yeah, it was a really close call. It'll take us more than 12 hours to reach Dr. Riddles all the way in Nevada. We should take this opportunity to rest while we can. First, I'll send an email to Dr. Riddles in advance. I've got in touch with him every so often. I also gave him a call right after Gash showed up. But I never expected him to be the enemy's crosshairs so soon. Balao-sama, we've located Vino. Oh, that's unexpected here. But Clear's already been killed, correct? As I recall, he was the demon whose power was only second to that of Bao. It is true that the being whose power you sought after the most is no longer among us. Therefore, if Vino were to be found, there would be no point in eradicating him. But the man who resides with Vino was also once in possession of a demon spellbook. Back then, he referred to himself as Dr. Riddles. He would then go on to resume working under his real name, Howard Friedman. He has become a well-known public figure since then. It is at your discretion, Balao-sama. as to whether we should beware of the demon kid named Kiddo. Considering how taxi it was to begin, it has been to search for these humans so far. Perhaps we should seize the opportunity to kill both Howard and Vino at the same time. Very well. Dispatch the cards. Yes, sir, but we cannot employ the same tactics as before. I have a new plan in the works. The 10 survivors? Yeah, according to Teal, the enemy mentioned it at one point. 17 hours after leaving Francis' airspace. The final 10 left standing in the battle to decide the king of the demon world. It's only natural that they be the prime enemy's targets. So far, they've attacked Fulgore and Megume-san, two famous celebrities in a row. Sherry's also pretty well known around her neighborhood, so I guess that means that our search is only turning up people in the public eye. Dr. Riddles used to keep his entire life a mystery from us, but now he's the head of the largest medical corporation in Nevada. It goes by his real name. And wherever Dr. Riddle goes, Vino's never far behind. Dr. Riddles is 80 years old now, so if Vino's on the enemy's radar, it'd be dashers they both got ambushed. Let's see. Dr. Riddle sent me a reply. Is he okay? He wants us to watch a video. I'll display it on the monitor. It's Big Boing! She hasn't changed a bit. What? Gestures? Oh, okay. Let's talk using gestures. Okay, I'll translate for us. Just what I'd expected from you, Kiyomaru. Go for it. Stay calm. I'm doing fine. I've never felt better. Yay! Hold on. Wait just a minute here. Wah! Oh, okay, let's see. They're in big trouble. Come on, faster. Captain, hurry. Excuse me, sir, but you'll have to pass the security check. Step right through this gate, please. Freeze! Hands where we could see them. What do you want, huh? This is a hospital, you know? Drop your weapons. What gives? No gotta go crazy on me. Bzzz, no like that. Vino, Howard, come out here now. Emergency! Emergency! All patients and hospital staff should immediately be moved into a ward with security shutters. Patients, we ask for your full cooperation at this time. Careful with that IV. I have a bed coming through. Let's see. Oh, look! A butterfly. Huh? But we're indoors. Where could it have... And over there. An orange one. Look, look, people. An orange butterfly. Look at them panicking. Green butterfly. Why, thank you, red butterfly. Lindon Reaper. Black butterfly. Let's see. Hello, Dr. Riddles. My, what an adorable little visitor. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Howard Friedman, but you may know me better as Dr. Riddles, the one who knows everything. All right, that's neat. I mean, that's kind of all I have to say about this here. I mean, I think part of this too is that, like, so these people escaped, and I guess you do need to have some reoccurring villains. I question how, like, you know, this guy was still able to live with that, but, you know, it's whatever. They'll probably do something where you put this guy inside of him, you know, and they'll make, like, a full recovery. And I guess this guy, he's significant enough of a design to keep him there, you know? These panels are alright. You know, they'll come back. Probably stronger. Brago's big and buff here. Now, this sounds like video game dialogue to me, this one here. He won't even look me in the eye. I get the feeling Brago won't be telling me about the circumstances that led to his death. I probably shouldn't pry. That reminds me of, like, when there's a prompt in a video game, and it's like, hey, you gotta, you know, you don't have enough charisma to get past this spell check, or past this charisma check or something, right? So I think that makes sense here. The girl with red hair, how has she been? This guy's big. Look how much taller he is. And she's a little cute one there. And the exchange of numbers, I'm glad she's so happy. I hope that they exchange social media because I think that's significantly easier because phone numbers might not always work, you know. But yeah, okay. So the rich friend here, and then Doctor Riddles. Sure, why not? This is one thing that I'm like a little disappointed in. Like, I'm glad. I just wish there was like sister like, hey, she didn't, get a bad man or and choose a bad man or like was forced into the bad man here. Some guy with constant affairs. She just kind of, has to deal with it, right? Because like the original strong badass and all that here. And it is nice that her kids do stand up for her and like this person's turned against her. But this guy he's also just not good looking. And this face is like, ugh, come on, dude. And I like that Brago, of course, defends her and stuff and does this here. What the hell were you? Where the hell were you? What were you doing there? I think that's really nice. And it's fun, right? Like, boom. But, and I guess this is retribution. I just kind of wanted more, right? Like, is this supposed to satisfy me? I don't know. Because again, like the kids didn't respect her for the longest, and then like, he's outwardly cheating. It's an open secret here, and because this guy comes in and, like beats it, now everything's gonna change. I guess that is in a sense what's gonna happen. Um, I don't know. I think I just didn't like this choice here to do that person there. And 13 hours to get from France to America. Okay, on a jet. So Vino. So in the original Zatch Bell, um, you had, I believe, Clear Note was his name. So Vina was the name of the book owner, and Clear, which they mentioned here, Clear Note, was like the main bad guy, or not the main bad, but he was like the final big bad boss. So you had like Clear basically take out most of the Momoto, and it took like all the Momoto to beat him. And he had the power of destruction and annihilation. It went crazy. And then Zatch beat him, and you were just left with Brago and Zatch, and then they had their last fight. And so Zatch ended up at first, Brago in second, and Clear Note in third. This design is interesting. Like, I'm super curious about this and who it'll be, because it looks different than a lot of other ones. Like, the original Zatch Bell had people, and, maybe he had some, like, centaurs in here, but this one looks like a fully grown adult with how scary he could be here. Like, it's interesting to see the sort of technology here. Kiddo, looked up to Dr. Riddles. I love that. And a very naive kid who believed everything Dr. Riddles said. It was kind of a liar. And so this one here, I forgot about this character existing. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of these bits here. Maybe it'd be different and whatever, but it's whatever. I I kind of like this design here. I think the one of the things that's interesting is that Zatch Bell, at least or Gash Bell in this one here, is kind of just using big brutes a lot of the time here. And, for better or for worse, but I kind of dig this big brute here. Just very Viking like. Seems very strong, very burly, very boom. And I'm okay with that there. This is a bit of a silly design, but in a good way. I don't know what this butterfly means. It's definitely attached to this girl. And I don't know. I really, really do dig this design. It's so amazing here. Great aesthetic here. The butterflies are terrifying, but, you know, and Dr. Riddles hasn't changed too much. He was old in the first place. Now, he's like that again. So, yeah, it was alright. Unless I'm missing who this person is here. It is nice that he's going by his real name. That is neat. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Like, it's progressing plot forward, but there's not necessarily anything too deep. I'm glad that he does have a nice little hospital. This kid seems familiar. I can't put my eye on it. Um, yeah, and I guess since they're in America, they have to have guns, right? So, like, these aren't guns, but they're tasers. So, and fair enough. I think tasing him probably wasn't the worst idea in the world. You probably should if he's that big and going through everything. You just hope it stops him. So, all right. And hey, he didn't go further to kill them, so he just wants to get through. Don't know where Vino was, but it'll be interesting because Vino was just a baby in the original. So Vino, and clear what made them unique was Vino was a baby, and that was a unique spellbook user because he could essentially be harnessed however he needed to be for his heart energy. So we'll see what he looks like grown up. Or I don't know how grown up. Maybe like a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old. I don't know. But all right, solid time. I guess that's everything. So with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and Thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.